cuando se tienen esperanzas irreal. Dulce palabras se dicen, pero no hay dulzura sin la sinceridad de un corazón tierno y puro será el amor sin esperanzas irreal. Falsidades no se tienen que decir, solamente sentir el cariño de un corazón tierno. Mentira, no me digas, te ruego y suplico mi vida. Mentira, no me digas, te ruego y suplico mi vida. Cada vez que te veo se me sale el corazón del pecho y del alma, que extraño el amor cuando se siente desesperado. Sufrimientos del pasado son ilusiones que se dan con el aire, pero queda en el alma. Puede uno querer cuando se tienen esperanzas irreales. Falsidades no se tienen que decir, solamente sentir el cariño de un corazón tierno. Mentira, no me digas, te ruego y suplico mi vida. Mentira, no me digas, te ruego y suplico mi vida. Cada vez que te veo se me sale el corazón del pecho y del alma. Cuando tengas cuidado que caes, cuando tengas cuidado que caes, cuando tengas cuidado que caes, cuando tengas cuidado que caes. Tengáis cuidado que caéis, cuando tengáis cuidado que caéis, cuando tengáis cuidado que caéis, cuando tengáis cuidado que caéis. Cuando tengáis cuidado que caéis, cuando tengáis cuidado que caéis, cuando tengáis cuidado que caéis, cuando tengáis cuidado que caéis. Mentiras, mentiras, mentiras.
Oh, it's wonderful. I can't help but clap. And thank you for dancing. I just loved it. Outside the box, everyone. It was such an honor to have musicians of such caliber in the show. So thank you guys so much for being here. These guys are wonderful, as you can tell. You've seen this. Mercy Bermudez, the lead singer and the vocalist and just amazing songwriter. Thank you. This is awesome. So great to see Cuban music in the Verde Valley. Can you tell I'm excited about this? I love my job. You guys are fantastic, and you've been doing this for a little while, I think.
Yes, yes, we have. Yes. Michael and I went out on New Year's Eve on 2008, and we saw Larry play this incredible guitar with his Gypsy Jazz Trio, and you know, we just put it in our head that we would that we would play with him someday, and the opportunity came up, and then Larry's an incredible songwriter, and he wrote those two songs, the music to those two, and I wrote the lyrics, and so we started really doing a lot of variety of music, and then incorporating the Cuban music into that, which is what Outside the Box is. Sort of like Outside the Box with Cuban groove.
There you go. Yeah, you guys have quite an eclectic song list. I mean, you play some of my favorites, which are the Buena Vista Social Club and the Gypsy Kings. I love those guys. But you also do Beach Boys, and you guys do Aretha Franklin. I mean, that's amazing. Groovy music, all kinds, comes out of you guys, which is really, really fun. But one of the things that's recently come about in 2012, you released a CD, Mercy.
Yes, it was a really special opportunity. There is really a fantastic drummer, Kurt Biscara, who offered to produce a CD if I ever did something in Spanish, because both my parents are from Havana. And originally I didn't believe him, actually. And then, you know, the opportunity came up, and we did 4 old school Cuban songs, Celia Cruz, and then Larry and I wrote, you know, the other half. And we had some stellar musicians on that, like Luis Conte, and we were really, and I did it as a sort of a tribute to my parents and the culture that I was raised in.
Sure,
so it was a great opportunity, and it was considered for a Grammy.
I know.
Yeah.
That's so great. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
And thank you for bringing Cuban Groove to the Verde Valley, guys. This is so awesome. I lived in South Florida for way too long. I'm not going to tell you because you'll guess my age if I tell you. And it just wafted on the air down there in South Florida, Cuban music. So I'm not Cuban. I'm not anywhere near Cuban, but it runs through me sort of the same way it does you. It's just something that's so wonderful and life-moving. You know, the dancing is just so great. And you guys do some playing around town. You play at Vino di Sedona.
We do. We'll be at Vino di Sedona this Saturday, April 18th, at 7 o'clock. And then I think, we're playing there again on May 30th.
May 30th, yeah.
And so that would be a good place to come hear us. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And speaking of hearing you, we can hear your music on Spotify and Pandora.
Yes, yes. It's the CD's name is called Me Llamo Mercy, and it's getting some good airplay. So yeah.
That's really great. And you can find it on iTunes.
Yeah, on iTunes.
Wow, you guys are huge.
Well,
that's so awesome. And that first song was one that you wrote, Larry?
We wrote together.
You wrote that together? What was the name of that one?
That song is called Mentiras, which means lies, and the story is it's about having sincere love for the person and not having too many expectations, and that's and being honest.
Oh, really? Is that possible? Not too many expectations. What? I think I need to move to Cuba. If that's what it's like in Cuba, I'm there.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Cubans are so passionate. I don't even think it goes through them.
Well, that's awesome. I speak a little Spanish, so I hear a word every now and then, but thank you for explaining that.
Thank you.
And then you're going to do another song selection. Now, how about this one? Did you write this one?
Larry, the same. The way it works is Larry has, he just can write music. It just comes out of his hair, So,
nice.
And he was, this song started out. He said he started writing the chorus, and he said, I hear like Linda Lena, and I said, oh, okay. Great. And so then I took that, and then this story is actually about how my parents met.
Ooh.
My mother was at a dance, and my father saw her and was actually, it's bittersweet. He was with another woman, and he saw my mother, who was really quite beautiful. They're passed away now, and he literally left out. He was engaged to this woman.
Oh, no.
And then anyway, he wound up marrying my mother, and it's about the story about how they met.
Wow.
So it's a nice story, and that's what Linda Lynn is all about.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. And she went to a dance, and so.
Wow. And he just, that was it. His heart was gone, and sorry. Well, what do they call that? Leftover
That was
tuna
old
fish,
school love, is
yeah,
what they say.
Yes, right. Well, that kind of rocks these days too, I'm afraid. So not much has changed. So very cool. Well, introduce us to everybody, because I don't have your last name.
So this is Larry Zarnicki. He is guitarist and singer and songwriter. And Kevin McQuaid, jazz drummer and percussionist, superb, from New York City originally.
Excellent.
And Michael Robertson, my husband, on bass right here.
Nice. That's awesome.
And a great support. And
Yes, very cool. And your sound man.
And actually he's really he's been very inspiring for me to do the Cuban music and bring it. And it's actually fortuitous because we actually went to Havana in 2011, and I had been there and since I was a little girl, and so it was very it was just an incredible experience. And I'm actually people ask me, well, how do you feel about everything that's happening? And I think it's a beautiful thing because they're our neighbors,
Sure.
and no matter what your political view, it's beautiful, So it'll be nice for people to experience the love and everything, and that comes from Havana.
Yes.
Cuba,
well, we can get a little taste of that through you guys today.
Yes.
So truly awesome. Check out mercybermudez.com. You also have a Twitter account.
We do. Actually, Michael started a Twitter account for this group, so it's Outside the Box.
Right.
And it's if you go to, what's the address is...
It's Outside the Box without any vowels.
Without
yes,
any vowels,
it's Outside the Box without any vowels, and there you can find where we're playing, and you know, we just started it, so it'll be cool.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you for that. Well, you're going to play another song. I'm going to go dance over here because my salsa is a little rusty. Thank you guys very much for watching the Verde Valley Experience, and we'll see you next time. Outside the Box, everyone.
Linda Leina, la linda Leina que fue bailar. Linda Leina, la linda Leina que fue bailar. Triste fue a bailar con su mamá, pues eran costumbres del tiempo. Nunca esperó encontrar el amor de su vida, llorando lágrimas secas y eternas. No supo que su futura la estaba mirando de lejos con ojos del fuego. Linda Leina, la linda Leina que fue bailar. Linda Leina, la linda Leina que fue bailar. Paró de bailar con la otra. En pedazos, nunca esperó encontrar el amor de su vida. Loco, enamorado con su belleza, se arrodilló antes de Elena.